Welcome to the Disembodied Screams podcast. Those new here, welcome. Those returning, thank you. Let's now get started with another spooky song deep dive. This episode, the song Kiss of Death by the mighty Warlock from the album Triumph and Agony. And if you're watching this on Monday, when this drops, or week of when this drops, 8/28/2026, I will be doing an album review for Warlock's Triumph and Agony, an album that has fast become a favorite for me this year. Somehow Warlock missed out on him throughout all these years. Been kicking around here since 1972, and somehow I missed out on this album. And one of the albums of the year for me so far this year. I've just truly loved discovering this album, finding this album, getting into this album, and looking forward to talking about it after I record this episode. So let's get into this song for Kiss of Death. A song that when I first heard, I was like, this is about werewolves. And then the more I've listened to it, and the more I've heard it, and the more I dove into the lyrics, like, no, this is about vampires. And you give me anything dealing with vampires, and I'm like, yeah, I'm right on board all day, all night. But keep that question in mind. Is it about werewolves? Is it about vampires? Could kind of go either way, but I think the lyrics lean heavier towards the vampire side of things. So let's get into it. Tragic was the memory, a sacrifice of broken dreams. It turned the sky a fiery red and dropped this curse onto my head. Curse right there, vampire's curse. Heard that a lot. For 40 days and 40 nights, I'm not sure. I've never heard of a vampire having to rest for 40 days and 40 nights. I could see a werewolf maybe having to, wait till the cycle of the moon for 40 days and 40 nights. But it just seems to lean heavier towards the vampire side of things. Goes on to say, I slept all day, I worked all night. With a burning hunger, I said goodbye to every victim that caught my eye. I have no mercy, I tell no lies. I kiss the strangers and then watch them die. By the light of the moon, I feel a strange desire. Sounds a little werewolf, right? I don't know many vampires by the light of the moon, but at the same time, vampires are out at night, so who knows? I hear the devil's choir. Oh, I said, the queen of the dead. Again, the queen of the dead. Anne Rice pops off in my head. Vampires again. So what's that, like 3 or 4 things for vampires, 1 for werewolf? So maybe about vampires. Okay, he goes on to say, by the light of the moon, I bring the kiss of death. Now the sun is falling. Soon the night will be calling me, Very vampire lore right there. Sun going down, night coming up. We know vampires go on a hunt at that time. In fact, the next line says, with a bloody hunter inside my chest, I lift my head above this mess. Very vampire-centric there with, see a vampire biting into the neck, pulling off, lift my head above this mess. I walk the streets all through the night to quench my thirst before the morning light. There is no witness, no alibi. This is a nightmare you will not survive. By light of the moon, I feel a strange desire. By light of the moon, I hear the devil's choir. Oh, I said, the queen of the dead. By light of the moon, I bring the kiss of death. Again, this gives me a lot of vampire vibes in there. I read vampire stories a lot through my life, and I've heard vampires say, this is a nightmare you will not survive. Like calling this is a living, breathing, walking nightmare. Might have been one of the Lestat stories I read where he was moaning about being eternally dead, and stuff. Lestat had a little whininess to him at times, but love me some Anne Rice. Good stuff. Goes on to say, I have no mercy, I tell no lies, I kiss the strangers, and I watch them die again. Leaning heavy towards vampires. By the light of the moon, I feel a strange desire. By the light of the moon, I hear the devil's choir. And then the chorus repeats again from there several more times. And that was written by Dora Pesh, Joey Ballin, and Nicholas Arvanitis, Arvanitis. Not sure how to pronounce that last name, but that's the writers of that really great song. Really love that song. Really love this album. Cannot wait to hit stop on this record and dive into that album next. All right. So, if you like what you hear, don't forget to tap the follow button if you haven't already. If you do enjoy what I do, don't forget to rate and review this podcast. Of course, you know the drill. Just find a way to give this thing some love, whatever platform you are on. I do truly, truly appreciate it. Seems like Apple Podcast is doing the best. So if you're on Apple Podcast, please drop me some reviews over there because it seems like most of my listeners are coming from over there. So Be nice to build up that reviewer base and the star base, and positive or negative, you know, just Apple. It's pretty easy to do it on Apple, so go over there and do it. But wherever you are, just find a way to give it some love. All right. Take care. Thanks for listening. Be good. And go jam to this song today and crank it up extremely loud and let the world know how awesome it is. Be good.